Guys, I usually don't make videos, but because I'm a fellow landscaper, I have my own business, I know how expensive this shit is. I just really want to help you guys out, and something that I'm going to be showing you guys how to do today. Well, not really necessarily how to do, but I think you guys can, figure it out from what I show you guys in the video. Is one of the more popular things that have come about is chute blockers. I never really thought I needed them until I started getting, accounts with just lots of areas where I couldn't avoid shooting grass into the beds. So, I went and looked online, and a lot of them are like $200, $300. So I'm going to show you guys. I didn't really necessarily do the math because I fucked up so many times, but to be honest, this will probably come out to like $50 for you guys. It probably came out to like $75, $80 for me because I made some mistakes, but hopefully, I can help you guys out and help you guys avoid those mistakes. So, like I said, I'm not really going to be showing you guys how to do it, but I think you guys will get the idea. So this is, I'll basically just show you guys what you need, and then you guys can, kind of figure out from the video of how to assemble it and stuff like that. So this piece right here is sheet metal, really thin piece. Reason why I went with it is because, you can buy larger, I guess you can call it square footage with it for a cheaper price. You can get it at Home Depot for, I think, don't quote me on this, for like $12. And then what I did with it is at the top here, you can kind of see that, I cut a square out, and that's because if I would have left this space, if I would have left it right here, what would have happened is when I would try and turn it, as you can see, right, it would have ran into those red, I don't know what you want to call them, but it wouldn't have opened up all the way. So make sure you guys cut this out. And then, the other thing too is, so because this piece of metal is so thin, if you just leave that, what's going to happen is when you turn the blades on, it's just gonna flap right open. So make sure, right, so what these are rivets right there. And what I did is, and you guys can kind of see what I used. So I have a 60-inch deck. You guys can kind of see the dimensions of what I used and stuff like that. But anyways, what this is, this plate that I riveted under the back of this sheet metal, you can see it right there. It's just a weldable piece of metal. And it's a pretty decent weight to where when you turn the blades on, this doesn't flap up. If I want to be completely honest, when I tested it out, it did come out a little bit. So, if you wanted to add, another small one or just a little bit more weight, it doesn't hurt. But, so yeah, so make sure you do that. Make sure you add some weight on there with that. And then, a lot of zero turns, or at least the ones that I've had, they come with these already. So if you're not doing a zero turn, I don't know if you'll have this luxury of these already having been there, but obviously you can see I used a long bolt to attach the sheet metal to the deck. And then one thing I will add is make sure that nut right here, I still gotta tighten it up a little bit, but make sure you don't tighten it up all the way, because what's gonna happen is if you tighten it too tight, you're not gonna be able to open this up. But then how I attached, or just, I don't know what you want to call it, but basically Right, so these are brackets. You can kind of see it right there. So they're L-shaped brackets, and you can find them at Home Depot or Lowe's, usually in like the door hinge section. Usually they're a lot longer, so usually like this side will come out to like here, and then that side will come out to there. But I cut those off because obviously if I left this piece the length that it was, I wouldn't be able to open this up, you know, all the way. Because obviously this would hit the deck and I wouldn't be able to open it. But I mean, yeah, it's, you know, pretty much it. The other thing that I'll add is all these bolts are lockable bolts, so make sure you get those, because I mean, if you don't, they'll fall off and you'll be replacing bolts all the time, or excuse me, nuts all the time. So these are lockable nuts. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all there is really to it. You know, and like I said, you know, I think I spent probably 75 or 85 bucks because, you know, I made so many mistakes. I tried to use like a rod or like a handle. I tried to attach it to that, but you know, it didn't work because it wouldn't open up all the way. Oh, thank God I just remembered this. So I haven't completely finished it. So the one thing that I will add, right, just so you're not getting up and down or reaching over to keep putting this thing back up and down, is the last thing you want to do is you want to drill a hole just right at the bottom there, and then all you got to do is just take a string, feed it through, because I haven't finished it yet. You just got to feed it through that hole, tie a knot. That way, you know, when you're sitting up at the top of your mower, you can just pull on that string and that thing, and then this will just flap right up. That is probably the most effective way. If, you know, like, meaning if you want to, the most effective way in the sense that, like, if you want to be able to open it up all the way, if you want to use like a handle, like a lot of them have, what's going to happen is you're going to run into, I'm not even going to grab the camera, but you're going to, eventually it's going to bottom out and it's going to hit where you sit or where your feet go, and it's going to open up halfway, and you're probably going to run into things, and eventually it'll nick something and then you'll completely destroy it. So I would just go with a string. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, like I said, my goal with this video is just to help you guys out. I know a lot of these are like $200, $300, so, you know, I'm sure, like, you know, if someone did do the math, or if they actually tried to do this project, it would come out to like around 50 bucks. I mean, the tools, if you don't have the tools for it, I mean, that might get a little bit more expensive. I mean, so you need a grinder to cut that sheet metal, and you need a screwdriver, or excuse me, like a drill. So you need a grinder, drill, and what's that? Oh, and then you need a rivet gun. So grinder and a drill, if you get it at Harbor Freight, I mean, it's probably around, those will each cost you about 20 bucks each. And then a rivet gun costs probably like, I don't know, 5-10 bucks. So you're looking around, I mean, probably for the whole thing, you're probably looking around 100 bucks. So you're still saving $100 if you have to buy those tools. But if not, I mean, if you already have these tools, I mean, yeah, you're looking probably around $50. So, I got another video possibly coming out, where I'm gonna show how to make a striping kit on your push mowers. A lot of the ones that I've seen on YouTube, they attach chains, whereas mine, the problem with that is when you back the push mower up, you're just gonna run over that striping kit, whereas the one that I'm gonna build and I'm gonna show you guys how to do, it's more secure. So when you back the mower up, it's not, you're not going to run it over. It's going to move with the mower and stuff like that. So hopefully I can show you guys a video on that. But anyways, I hope this helps. Like I said, I know how expensive this stuff is, so I, usually don't make videos, and just wanted to help you guys out in any way that I can. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Let me know how it works, and yeah, hopefully it helps.